Researchers with the Michigan State University have published a study in this week's Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, where they displayed the unsustainable relationship between the extreme fertilization techniques that are employed to feed the world's growing population and those practices' correlation to centralized climate change. The research analyzes an interesting topic that we've explored for years, with analysts within the community questioning how soon the world's population will outpace even the most dangerous practices of soil manipulation and genetic.
We all wish we all had some time to sit down and contemplate life, the universe. I always thought I might write something down, perhaps some chorus, some lyrics, a verse. Finally got my wish. I was blasted from Earth at unlimited speed, with pressure so great it tore at my soul. No orchestra played, but the sound was invincible. Maybe this musical's one for the boys. Now I'm flying through space, many miles from home. I watch it pass by through the smallest of windows. The opening scene, pretty spectacular. Shame that the only observer is me. The world sent me up here, billions of dollars, because they could use on more meaningful things. The work that's important, I understand why. Is every experiment testing computing on animals, vegetables, minerals, and me. Yes, it's all information. The scientists love the hope we eradicate war and all famine, and yet politicians are still kissing babies with rhetoric once again gets in the way. While slowly I fly over Africa, Yemen, who says a musical can be political? That's not the way that I want this to go. The history of man in a nutshell, of course. I spit in this tin can, I know that's ironic. We crawl from the slime. What's that God intervention? I'm still on the lookout for aliens, of course. That's a 7-day wonder, a DNA marvel. A few crashing asteroids with ET genetics. That all seems pathetic. As I sit in silence, the earth spins before me like me all alone. It's wonderful, it's beautiful, it's fantastical, it's awe-inspiring. Yes, I can see that it must be creation. It is what it is. It is what it is, and that's awesome. Any time that word should never be used, by the way. Let's go shopping. That's awesome. I don't understand life when we look for answers. Take each day at a time. That's the Buddhism's view. So I'll give it a go. I have time for analysis. Please keep a diary, the scientists grow. So, my life.
Thought you'd forgotten me. Glad to see you still have your sense of humor. Can you run some checks for us?
Delighted. Where do you want me to start?
Synthetic biology, as always. If you can send down all the latest data you have on the DNA mapping on the genetic plant growth, the analysis of the material from the Hadron Collider, and the info from the synthetic cells and kill switches. I would do that one first.
They're money paid for this, keep them happy, yeah?
Exactly. Let's send the God particle back to God and all that stuff. Nothing like a bit of quantum entanglement.
Glad to see you remaining neutral on the subject. Don't think the 7-day Adventists will be knocking on my door anytime soon.
Give us the usual report at the end of the day. I got a few messages from your nearest and dearest. I will send up there. Save you staring out the window.
Never get tired of you.
As children by femininity, parents won't question a child's moral view. Attend Catholic sermons, right catchment area, so only the right school for baby will do. And we all have a right to decide for ourselves if some things are outdated or science disproved. That the theory of everything isn't that simple. Question beliefs now, the goalposts have moved. And we still look for answers, ask all the wrong questions when human survival is clearly at stake. With one hand there's invention, the other destruction. Our morals are lost in the choices we make. So we walk and we scream and we send and we curse. It's amazing the knowledge of things we all know. If it all disappears, an electrical storm, we've forgotten the basics before we can roll. We become self-obsessed, barely even aware what we eat, where it comes from, and don't really care. And when suddenly water and basic survival are lost, will our instincts take over again? Can we hint? Can we farm? Slit the throat of the mutton? The president's finger hangs over the button. A misguided tweet at 3:30 a.m. And we're suddenly back in the Stone Age again. Amen. Amen.
Okay, time for my fans to get their fix of the best singer off the planet. Computer, play incoming messages and YouTube requests downloaded to the charity website. Start with the largest donations and let's give them the spirit in the sky.
The screens come alive with various fans pledging donations to the Alzheimer's charity website. We see the Twitter feed and text showing money total so far, and the requested song titles in return for Astro giving them a few bars of their favourite song in space on his guitar.
Wow, 1.2 million pounds, the power of the internet. Computer, record.
Recording.
First of all, I'd like to thank you all for your amazing support. Not bad for such an average singer. But as long as you keep donating, I'll keep slaughtering the classics. So let's bring it on. I never thought I'd be a global phenomenon, a Facebook sensation, or watching me. You all want to see me dancing on the ceiling. I know that sounds appealing. Thank you, Lionel Richie. I've got my guitar. Send your requests to Elton's Shooting Stars or Bruno Mars. I'm intergalactic. I am what I am. I'm your 70s glam rocking spaceman. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. 1, 2, 3. I'm a rocket.
Incoming messages from Central Command. First message.
Hi. You know, I will never get the hang of this. I mean, how many times do you have to go already?
It's my job, Mom.
I know it's your job. So many things to say, as usual. It's all gone through my head.
Dad says write it down.
Your father says I should write everything down. Keep it short. I'm keeping busy. Golf, meeting the ladies for a gossip. The never-ending arguments with your sister. God, she drives me crazy. I don't ever think we are going to agree on anything. I know she's a good mother. And I raised you and you turned out all right. I'm only trying to help. Oh, your father wants a word.
On his way out.
Oh, he's on his way out. You know what he's like. Are you still there? I know none of this seems important to you, but it is to us. I still have trouble remembering things. It's getting worse, but I try to hide it from your father. I guess I miss not having something to do, being useful. not long now. When you get back, it's our wedding anniversary, I think. 50 years.
It's a family gathering where I have to explain myself.
So no excuses this
Tell them
time.
I'm out of space.
And I'm not telling them you're away.
Play second message.
Message loading.
Hey, it's me. Hi. Look, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you before you left. Sometimes you can just be a real pain in the ass. I know this job means we're both in different places at the same time, but we go where they send us, right?
Right.
There's no point in getting into this conversation now. And look, we said we'd sort it out later. What's that saying? You're only as intelligent as your geography? Well, when I'm in that space center, I know everything. Put me in another environment and I'm like a fish out of water. I just wanted to, I'm still being a dick. I just wanted to say.
Say what? I love you. You promised a lifetime of chocolates and roses, a family, children for someone supposes the dream, the ideal situation. I never conform to my family's dismay. You're an astronaut. What will they say when the public has their expectations? It's your choice, we still love you, but this won't play well with the press. I'm a positive role model doing my job. It requires my attention, so like it or lump it, I guess. Now there's transgender politics, teenagers searching for human derivatives, binary hashtags that we tried so hard to dismember. You're running the gauntlet of LGBTQ till you fight for the right to decide your identity, or way too young to remember. Days of limited choices, we knew who we wanted to be. Now there's so many voices, be careful, you're not just a pawn in this circus of online hysteria, media, politics, just what you can. Don't decide that you should, pre-assign who you think you should be. Now it's I love you, that could be true, yet we say the phrase in so many ways. We say I love you, hoping that will do. It's I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. What's so hard in expressing the one phrase we wish for? Just three little words that you hope you won't miss for a lifetime of promises. One little kiss from a boy, from a girl, who? Up to you. I love you. Let's face it, in a world of homophobia, if you want to sing about the love of another man, then the best bet of getting away with it's Jesus. So many great inventions, yet the most heinous crime against humanity is the invention of religion. I'm a scientist. I have no belief system, only what I can see. I've half a brain, so it's irresponsible if you're not the same. When my mother was ill, were you there? Were you fuck? I just don't understand it at all. There's two things in action. There's church and religion. They're not the same things. They're not the same things at all. Churches of business with property share prices. Middle class hats in the world of suburbia. Up on the job ladder, seem to be seen. I'm glamour identity far from reality, preaching an end to the suffering and poverty, whilst hanging on to the land rights and deeds. But what of religion? It too serves a purpose. The poor given hope, while the rich have control. Feed the poor a belief system managed by presidents who feign the belief just so their voters will vote. Maybe I'm just too cynical, but life's so much easier if you believe nothing. Believe nothing at all.
Incoming message from Earth Control Center. Shall I play?
Play message.
Earth Control Center appears on the screen.
Anything to report?
I think I saw a UFO about 20 minutes ago.
Can you repeat that?
Nothing you need to know about.
Hey, I know you love this, but can you book yourself up into the mind scan program? We have your favorite friend and local psychiatrist, Amanda, here, who feels the need to get off on your brainwave.
Is everything a joke to you?
Hi, Amanda.
Can we please just do this? I have a job to do just like everyone else.
Looking myself up now. Is this going to be question and answer?
I thought you might just free fall and I'll monitor incoming.
I love it when you talk dirty.
You are not too old to go over my knee, you know.
Ew, sounds like in the back of the queue.
In your dreams, boy.
Nothing like a bit of toxic feminism.
Yeah, hashtag me too. You still mixing the tunes on the Sony tape to tape?
Never go anywhere without it.
You're just so old school.
I told you I'm black on the inside.
I hear. Please use it this time. Any thoughts you have, any words of wisdom. Hey, who knows when you're dead and gone? They might find the tapes and there'll be a whole new faith. The Church of Tom. Divine wisdom sent from heaven.
Hallelujah! Praise the Lord! I thought I was the one taking the medication.
You know you're insane.
I don't know, the results haven't come back yet.
Trust me.
I hate this bit. This seems a good time to mention the drug problem. Make them all legal and stop passing judgment. You alcohol drinkers, where thousands die yearly, and housewives are bathing in gin. A government tax gave us booze and excuses. Throughout prohibition, the crime rate did triple. The price of a tipple was mayhem and sin. Down in old South America, drug barons flourish. They build flashy villas, CIA killers move in. Then they furnish their empires on the backs of addiction. They finance elections. Who says crime doesn't win? Maybe I'm just too cynical, but life's so much easier if you believe nothing. Believe nothing at all. So manage the problem with alcohol licenses. Everyone won't want to snip up a line. Take the power away from the family cartels and just grow it yourself, like the wine.
Relax and breathe normally. Sinking now. All yours, Amanda.
They say just before you die, the whole of your life flashes before your eyes. Trust mankind to invent a program that lets you do it live for the whole world to see. And you get to wake up at the end of it.
Screens flick into action as we see every thought Astro is having as mini films on really 35mm.
I know what she's doing, she's accessing images, brainwave activity, cognitive reflexes, memory assimilation. Unreasoning patterns from resting to working, the changed connectivity networks, and memory switching and assimilation. Psychological profiling, IQ, repetitive stress, hook me to the monitor, measure and test my hormonal responses. And yes, nothing's changed much, I guess. Yes, I can twist images, hence the injections. It stops all the lies, now the world has no secrets. Your privacy's gone, now it's over. You're spinning through space, and the past is the past. What's the thought I had last? What's the thought I had last? You fell to your words, not your behavior.
You okay?
Yeah. Get everything you need.
You're fine. I understand everything.
Same time next week. Was it as good for you as it was for me?
At least you don't have to make me breakfast.
Yep, she can do comedy. She just gave me the finger.
Glad to see nothing's changed.
There is an amber warning on the readers from the experiment room. It appears the atom containers have shifted and the magnetic force is no longer in equilibrium.
Can you confirm those readings?
Readings confirmed.
Astro goes about the job of checking all the instruments whilst we hear his thought process.
Is there anything to report? Anything to report? What's the most ridiculous thing I could say? If I did, would they believe me? What if God came for tea? What if it were true? What if God just knocked on that door and I invited him in for afternoon tea? What conversation would there be? What if God came for tea? I admit I was wrong. You see, there was a God all along, dividing them all in just one song and say that's what God told me. If I went back to Earth and appeared on the chat shows, tell you all he told me we were wrong. We twisted all his stories and their meaning. He's been up there watching all along. What if God came to see? It's catch-22. Someone has to appear and say it's all true, what we all did. You just won't believe me. What if God came to tea? Trust me, sight unseen, cause you believe in all of the scriptures. Well, I gave you tea in orbital free, and you have the right to start questioning me. That's no more far-fetched than a book or Ezekiel. An ark, an apple, St. Joan, or the devil himself. Purgatory starts for those who steal. Faith and hope and love is his idea of wealth. When we say the Son of God will rise, don't we mean the Son of God will rise? When I say I'll be there in spirit, can we really be two places at the same time?
A nose starts to sound like the rumblings of an earthquake. Everything goes off one by one until you're in complete darkness. All we hear is Astro breathing.
Light system's running low.
Shit, computer, what's happening?
Suddenly from the experiment unit we see a very precise pink bright light. We can now see vaguely in Astro.
What the?
Astro's light and the light mesmerized with hand outstretched. Everything is in slow motion. There is a low hum. Blackout again.
Oxygen levels dangerously low. Oxygen levels dangerously low. Oxygen levels.
Suddenly everything comes back on in thrilling gravity and a yellow spinning emergency lighting. Astro is thrown to one side.
Oxygen's reactivated. Please confirm. Please confirm.
It's okay, I'm fine, I'm alright.
Incoming call.
Jesus, what's going on up
I
there?
think it's what you call a glitch.
All your vitals went offline. We thought we had lost you. Check for hypoxia.
It's okay, I'm fine, I'm fine.
What happened?
Power surge.
That's helpful. I think it's what you call gremlins.
Do not understand the reference.
Send everything to the computer and run diagnostics.
Starting program.
This is like my Wi-Fi. Why does bread always land upside down?
I do not have sufficient data to reply to your question.
banality of life can sometimes be so comforting. When most things that annoy you aren't threatening to your life. So welcome to my Wi-Fi, I'll bet a list of things that get to me. Parents who get angry or a nagging loving wife. Why do friends with cars say you never come to visit me? Why do shops have 40 tills and only open 3? Why are parents angry and they tell you that you never call? When the phones work both ways as far as I can tell. Why do we pretend that we like certain friends at all? They turn up uninvited and it's like a living hell. I said when I reached 40 that I'd ditched friends that drained me. Some I've known for many years, I wondered if I could. Now the phrase I love, the world should use it regularly, is cut the ties that bind you and ditch the dead wood. Why do we imagine that the risk is always negative? Why do individuals never see the greater good? Why is wealth a problem for the rich? That just seems ludicrous. Why does human nature always cause bad blood? Why is it impossible to change the laws that hinder us? Why do we sit back and just accept the status quo? Why don't we rejoice in independence and our liberty? Why are we so eager to attack a friend or foe? Why become a leader when you show responsibility? Why do we just follow like the blind leading the blind? How I hand others power if they shelve responsibility? Why don't we reset the clocks and let the past unwind? Why rely on hearsay when you have a valid argument? Why discuss the gossips when you have a clearer view? Why rehash the ramblings of the think tanks and professionals? Why not understand the facts and question what you do? Why conceal your feelings and always just about reaction? Why console a friend if they decide to abstain? Why involve yourself with a minority or prejudice? Why discuss the politics and settle to remain? Why'd you pick a fight if you weren't sure you were mistaken? Why degrade another's view to get your moral high? Why be so outspoken after every single question? Why? The question is why? Why do people sweep their problems underneath the carpet? Why are we surprised when they return to bite your ass? Why do we pretend the world is comfortable and rosy? Why do we aspire to be this rotten middle class? Why become withdrawn within a world that's antisocial? Why invade the privacy of those you friend online? Why are we despairing of a snowflake generation? Why? Why? Why it's time? Why is it the more ways we invent to communicate, the less we have to say?
I'm not able to take this information on board and give you a definite answer.
That's alright, sometimes it's just best to let you rant.
All systems working at full capacity. Origin of the faults unknown.
Astro looks out of the window, in the same position as the opening. We see a huge screen behind the spacecraft, and it shows the half curve of the Earth. We spend as long as we can to let the audience take in the majesty of all in complete silence. Astro falls asleep. He wakes up at the start. He has no idea how long. As he comes round, he looks towards the experiment room. We see his mother standing looking at him, and the plant slowly growing round her hand, stretched out towards him. The growing plants come out of the experiment room and take over the spaceship and the whole stage. Astro is dreaming.
Mom, get out of there. Mom, computer, open the door. Open the fucking door. Mom, press the decontamination button. Mom! Mom!
Astro reaches out, the lights go out again. And they come back up. He wakes from his original position at the window. He's been dreaming and in a cold sweat. He looks towards the experiment room and sees nothing.
God, I'm not in Kansas anymore.
As he looks again, he sees something else. Something fly past the window. Comet? UFO?
Computer, play the playback for the last 30 seconds on camera 3.
Playback.
Come on, be there, be
He
there.
watches.
Shit, nothing.
He looks out the window again.
I detect a fault on the camera feed. On your next spacewalk, you should alter position to previous original pattern.
Yeah. Get me an outside link to home. Private link.
Getting access. Ringing.
We wait whilst the line connects. Astro is pacing and his father appears on the screen.
Dad?
I think your mother's in the garden. We weren't expecting a call.
No,
I'll
don't
go-
rush off, don't rush off. It's you I want to talk to.
Oh, well, okay. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, life, the universe, everything.
Well, you know I'm no good at small talk.
I know.
How's it going up there? Still got the right stuff?
Oh, you know, same old, same old.
Well, it's not quite the same as it was in my day.
Yeah, but the
The
view's
view's not changed.
Did you miss it?
Every day.
How's Mom?
Oh, you know, filling every waking moment with meaningless nonsense so she doesn't have to think about the inevitable. When you go from a full political life at the White House to deadheading the roses, she forgets who I am sometimes.
And if I need to find a cure, the right genes are way in.
Oh, who's kidding who? None of that matters now. I think she would just prefer it if you were here. Anyway, if there's nothing else, I really should
It started.
What?
It's happening. Not like it was in your day, but I didn't believe you. You were right.
Tell me.
Well, look at the data, but all the oxygen went off and then everything went black and then...
Already trying to avoid the obvious.
Look, I'm a scientist. I've got to exhaust all the possibilities. I just thought you should know, but don't tell Mom.
All right. Mark called.
Ah, you say hi from me?
Now, that's one for your mother. I will remind her. We'll probably have another row. She hates me reminding her.
Bye, Dad. An astronaut circling high into space. A father can still put his kid in his place. We never had thoughts we could have face to face. And I didn't believe. We circled the globe, took it all in his stride. We sat watching TV, my mom at my side. My sister too young to remember the ride. And I didn't believe. Only I understand what dreams may come. All the pleasure and pain, it's exactly the same. Only I understand what dreams may come. I just didn't believe. Turning with stories, they called him a liar. He answered their questions and flamed every fire. At school, my old man was the crazy old fool. School can be cruel. Well, I guess I need answers, the questions, the facts. Be thorough and factual, cover your backs. The question I have is an answer I lack. I just didn't believe. Only I understand what dreams may come. All the pleasure and pain, they're exactly the same. Only I understand what dreams may come. I just didn't believe.
Lee and Earth Control appears on the screen.
If we could just get you out of your little daydream for a moment, perhaps you'd be good enough to talk to us.
Oh, you always have control.
We have looked at all the data you have sent us, and we think we should come and get you.
Why?
We don't know what the problem was, and if it happens again, it could be fatal.
What time frame are we looking at?
It can be with you in 6 days.
Who are you going to get?
Well, Mark is training the team as we speak. They're already up and running with other test samples.
It's irony.
Say again?
Is Amanda there?
Here.
I don't think this is a good idea.
No choice, there's no one else available. Hey, I know more than anyone how much you value your own company. Are you listening to me?
Why so long until rescue initiation?
We have a few problems down here at the launch center, mainly around laboratories, and the military is involved. The usual people, threatening retaliation against us meddling in the unknown. In fact, at the moment, I think we have fucked up half the planet. We seem to have every religious asshole camped outside the door.
No change there then. So what's the next step?
I think you should...
The video message becomes distorted like a bad TV signal.
Hello? Computer?
More static and everything goes black again. Emergency alarms are sounding.
Diagnostics. Cross-contamination occurred, resulting in exponential acceleration of plant growth. Other experiments, including human genome, also showing above-average readings for samples containing tissues with unknown entity contributing to repair of brain cell and skin sample regeneration.
The plants have grown and doubled in size in seconds.
Can confirm analysis.
This is nuts. What's happening? Come on. There I go again. 1 and 1 makes 2.
The VT connection crackles back into life.
Still monitoring. Are you receiving? Do you understand? Tom, can you hear me?
I'm still here. How can I put this? Experiment anomaly. Checking analysis.
Instigating pickup and rescue procedure. Stand by for procedure checks and automation for liftoff and final approach.
No. You don't understand. There's so many information coming in now. You can't stop now. I need time to look at all of this.
You still have 5 days. What's going on, Tom?
He goes quiet, and then seems to have a light bulb moment. It starts to get angry.
Please fill me in, cause it's over. God, I'm gullible, I was taken in. The game is over now, the joke's wearing thin. Yeah, we all know my dad, we know what he said. You wanna mess with my head? Is there anyone listening? I get this charade. I don't know the reason or why the game's played. Come on now, people, stop wasting my time. You wanna play games with me? Fine.
Tom, what's going on?
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously, are you okay? Do I need to get a man? She's right here.
You seem agitated.
Oh God, what's happening to me?
The latest analyzed figures suggest growth acceleration of plant DNA due to close proximity to Hadron experiment. Other experiments also affected include human genome mapping, acceleration on gene damage, and self-repair sequencing.
Sent to localized station B. Is there enough information on file to create crossover space environment on Earth? Computer?
Yes.
God, this is completely random. One experiment affecting the outcome of the other. This is awesome. I can just see it now. It's not science, it's faith. It's the work of our Lord. After all, I'm in space. We're playing a God. We don't know the answers, but this is an answer. This is so good. The church and the people will scream its redemption. We've tampered with nature, but God gave us hope. GM foods feeding the world population. Stem cells give hope to the sinking newborn. While the boys in the deserts with guns take us back to the Stone Age where nothing can help us at all. Your religion is broken. You're fighting for land or power or oil. Have you figured it out? It's been so long you've forgotten the reasons why you're fighting. Look at this. What's this all about? It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's fantastical. Or inspiring. There's health implications, good productivity, endless examples to help fellow men. But the other extreme is who owns this great thing, and the fighting starts over again. Amen. Amen. The problem is, I see, is none of this exists in isolation. It has consequences. Control.
What the hell is happening up there?
Engaging. Online now.
You won't believe me if I told you. Easier for me to send you the stuff. Sending it now. There's so much stuff to analyze.
What's happened?
Easier, just look at all the stuff and tell me I have what I think I have.
Just a minute. Amanda's trying to attract my attention. Oh, she wants to remind you it's exercise time. Looking at all the stuff you're sending us, we're going to need some time. Why don't you just occupy yourself?
Occupy myself. The greatest discovery of the 21st century. Occupy myself. Okay. Let's leave it with them. We'll jump to conclusions. Let's check I have what I think I have.
Astro gets changed for his daily run around the ship. The projection mapping makes the spaceship turn like 2001: A Space Odyssey.
There is good. Is that hope for the future? Is that pride that I need? We'll be up there in lights. It's just egotistical, and I don't care if they're beating the crap out of colors and whites. Is it I'm okay, Jack? As the world goes on turning, course I am making difference, he says. Like those actors who pose with those malnourished babies and children, then back to the cameras for pictures and praise. I have faith we can change. Is my faith even rational, you pray? But is anyone listening? I have faith we can change our mistakes, so predictable that we traveled so far to change everything. Tell me I have what I think I have.
The applications for this are huge. It's going to take years to get through all this information, let alone the injunctions and reactions from the church and religious groups. Have you tried recreating the experiment?
That's the problem. I didn't have anything to do with it in the first place. To quote the astronauts at Apollo 13, it was a successful failure. Who needs to know about this? The rich, the remedial? Amanda?
Yes, I'm here. I'm being advised to...
Understood.
God, we talked about this for so long. Remember that day on your 40th birthday? We had all too much to drink, and we wondered what we would do if we could change the world.
Well, now we can.
Pretty close. I'll get back to you.
She disappears from the screen and Lee takes over.
Amanda is doing that keep him talking thing with her hands. You know how hard it is living with a psychologist. Even the dogs are analyzed. I have to pass this on to the scientific department. It makes no sense to me. Okay, it's time to get you back. We don't want to take any more chances. You are the most important thing that matters to us now.
I bet I am.
We're going to turn you over to the team leader at the shuttle site, and he will give you a heads up as to what's going through, patching you through.
Don't wait.
Oh, God. So finally we have time to talk.
Well, look who it is.
So you realize how delicate the situation is.
Yes, I do.
And you wouldn't want to say or do anything to jeopardize the situation.
No, I wouldn't.
Glad to see we're on the same page. So what are we going to do about this?
I don't know. I'll leave it in your capable hands. See what happens.
Oh, God. Always the joker.
You know me, sweet as some light.
All right. So the team's all here and the shuttles are being checked. We're just lucky there was another launch due. So it was relatively easy to bump up the liftoff date. Otherwise, I don't know what we would have done.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better. Can I just say, is it me you're coming to get all the plans?
Anyway, do we have to do this now?
No, I can wait till you come knocking on my door.
Fine! I'll pass you back to command. I'll see you in 6 days.
Can't live without you.
Again, using 4D mapping, he gets into his spacesuit, attaching the life support monitors, and heads into the chamber.
Right, so the problem is, I see, I have the faintest idea what's going on. Computer, I'm going to spend some time in the experiment room. I want you to monitor everything. Film it all, no matter how small or insignificant it feels at the time.
Understood. Will you be conducting the process in zero gravity.
I want to recreate the same environment that was there when the plans first appeared.
I have encountered an anomaly. Searching database for possible line of
You
inquiry.
can search all you like, I don't think it's something you're going to find. Okay, time for old school.
Going.
Experiment failure.
Oh, God, I need a holiday.
Does not compute.
It's all right, set everything and start again.
Experiment failure.
Ooh.
More heartbeat and strokes.
Always a special, don't we deserve more? What's the use of that word? I've told you before. There are so many factors like right time, right place. Your father's connections have the right face. Well, of course, nepotism's an easy route. Join the family business and time in a suit. So your father's an astronaut, that's pretty cool. I take my exams at the astronaut school. And if you have ambition and want to succeed, make sure you have all the connections you need. Because like it or not, you can't do this alone. I've discovered I crave for a life and a home. I have love, I have laughter, places to see. Yes, there's more to this life that it's all about me. All the family fights that you'll miss when you're gone. I'll question, could I have been a better son? So that's life, and it's short, you don't know where it ends. Take a road far less traveled, road to see friends. Just enjoying the view, well the view from my window really will do.
Experiment failure.
Oh, God, I'm banging my head against the brick wall.
I do not understand the question.
The question? Do you believe in God?
There's a long pause that Astro doesn't really notice, as he's busy working.
Do you?
What?
A belief in God is not required. Practical with no logical implementation.
What's the percentages of religious belief?
Muslims 23% of the world's population, Hindus 15%, Buddhists 7%, 6% practicing various folk or traditional religions, Jewish 0.3%, Christians 32%.
83% of the world's population believe in a religion. God created Earth in 6 days and rested on the seventh. Information on creationism.
The basis for many creationist belief is a literal or quasi-literal interpretation of the Old Testament, especially from the stories from the book of Genesis. The Earth is only 10,000 years old, a belief held by 28% of Americans, including the President.
What about carbon dating?
Those who support creationism disregard carbon dating, stating, fossils are sent by God to test our faith. Experiment
Failure! Oh, God!
72 hours until the launch of Shuttle Odysseus. Incoming recorded message. Priority level 1.
Play.
President Trump appears on the screen.
Commander, at last we meet. It's a pleasure and an honor to finally get these moments with you.
He doesn't even know my name.
Look, Tom,
He doesn't remember.
I am sure you're aware of what you have stumbled across.
Stumble.
It is important at this stage we contain the information. I am sure I can rely on you for that.
Yes, Mr. President.
Obviously, you are our first priority to get you home, and let me be the first to congratulate you, hopefully, face to face.
Hopefully.
My prayers are with
Of
you.
course they are. Why is it a politician's ideology always takes second place to a second term in office?
End of message.
Officials said at least 33 people, including 3 children, have been killed and nearly 300 injured in the most violent eruption of Guatemala's Fuego volcano in more than 4 decades. Officials said dozens of communities on the southern slopes of Fuego were buried in a searing mix of mud, ash, and rocks.
Pakistan's most populous city was in the grips of a heat wave, as temperatures soared to 45 degrees. The sweltering conditions and hunger ravaged. Only months, it was millions of people who trade for food and drink, from dawn until dusk.
According to new analysis from the World Resources Institute, in the UK alone, almost 76,000 people a year could be at risk of flooding if defenses are not improved.
climate change. It does what it does. We don't control it. It controls us. When it's had enough, it will wipe us all out. Ignore the PR, that's not what it's about. We destroy every species with hunting and farming. Hunting for pleasure, send shit to the sea. We open up sanctuaries, game reserves, fish farming, saving the planet so it's ozone-free. Organic vegetables, natural pesticides. Do us a favor and stop peddling lies. The bee population decreases in circles of fertilization. Abundance and rise. We dam ancient rivers and strip mine the ice caps. Deforestry leaves the earth barren and dry. They think it's called progress. I think it's abhorrent. As plastics dissolve into food we all buy. Brilliant. Killing ourselves with our own discarded rubbish. You can't make this shit up. Computer, climate change facts.
Scientific ice core samples from the Arctic confirm the Earth alternately cooling and warming every 600 years over the past 10,000 years. Human contribution to carbon emissions since the Industrial Revolution, 0.1%. Experiment failure.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
48 hours until launch of Odysseus. Incoming from Dr. Skinner.
Hi, Amanda. You want me on the sofa as usual?
Sorry, Tom, no time to joke around. As always, they seem to think the bad news must come from me.
And?
The science compound was breached last night. Some sort of device exploded and we're not quite sure what. It's getting really intense. Not the best place in the world to be right now. Quite a few of the scientists are badly hurt, but stable now, thank God. All the data has been lost. They're doing everything they can. Tom, are you all right?
Amanda,
Yes.
I love you.
Experiment failure.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Have you noticed my diatribes fitted with references? Jesus and Jesus Christ lodged in my brain. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ, Sunday school praying. Until it is, don't take the Lord's name in vain. Is there really a God? If there is, then he's stupid. We need water to live. Let's put salt in the sea. 90% uninhabited on land. I'm throwing the ice caps for free. Yes, God is ironic, it's time we all pay. He sent a tsunami on Boxing Day. Yes, God truly works in a mysterious way. Is there a God? Without which there can be no faith. Psalm 46. Behold the works of the Lord, see what desolation he has bestowed upon the earth.
Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. 24 hours until Odysseus incoming.
Oh, what next, the Pope?
The Pope has refused to judge gay people, sought to integrate divorced couples, and extended priests' ability to forgive abortion. But Francis' wide arms have arguably never stretched further than a mass in 2014 when he suggested the church would baptize Martians.
Computer, stop playback. Playback irrelevant.
But the Pope's lesson opens the door to the acceptance of another science fiction stalwart too, one that's not so easily dismissed, namely, hyper-intelligent machines.
Can you check your diagnostics? I think there's something wrong with your system. Check after the power surge.
Playing next message and installing updates.
Mum and Dad appear on the screen.
Finally, this is the nearest I'm ever going to get to us all being in the same room at the same time.
Can't wait for this.
Come on, Beth, you're here now. You might as well say something.
Oh, here we go.
Your sister's busy with the kids.
Oh, shit.
The boys are with us for the weekend.
That's it, rub it in.
I don't think you're in her good books at the moment, and I think she thinks she might say something she would regret. Okay, I'm just going to have to come out and say it.
Statement of intent.
She won't say it, so suppose I'm the one in the middle again. Your sister doesn't think it's fair that she's the one who's actually here having to pick up the pieces.
Crowd goes wild, we have a winner.
Yes, I know sometimes we all have tunnel vision and nothing else matters. But the boys never see that, Uncle. I know you send the young card and I know you have your own life.
handle this. She is finding it hard, struggling her own life, and being on beck and call whenever something goes wrong
She
here.
had to make a 10-mile detour because I couldn't find the keys in your desk.
It all got sorted.
Sometimes you have to drop everything.
I don't think we're being unreasonable to ask for a little more effort or consideration. No, you're not. That's it. I've said what I wanted to say. What's the saying? You can't pick your own family.
Thanks, Dad.
I have so much I wanted to say to you. I don't know how or where to start.
The doctors say they can see the problem now, but your mom thinks they don't know what they're doing.
As she talks, Astro turns the sound slowly down on a manual button, but we can still see her talking.
All of the things that you wanted to say, what's stopping you? Rules of society, they don't apply. Political jargon gone mad in a world where we really should say what it is that we mean. The power of speech is the only reminder. What makes us different to lions and tigers? The power of thought which we use to invent a religion that promised to make us immortal. Heaven and hell we can live on forever. Sorry to tell you, you've only one life. Just live it.
But after that, we just have to wait. Goodbye, son. Come home soon.
Sooner than you
Sorry.
think.
Sometimes my emotions just get the better of me. It's the prospect of more tests and doctors saying things I really don't understand anymore. I love you. Bye.
I think I found a cure, Mom. Faith, hope, and love give me inspiration to see what we all can achieve. I had nothing, now I have a reason. That's what I believe. Take me down to the river, wash away all those fears. Every step that I'm taking is wonderful. It's beautiful. I don't have all the answers. You make me the best that I can be. Who says no second chances? Take a good look at me. 'Cause I see people of all different races walking before they can run. And I have dreams in faraway places, journeys yet to come. And I see rainbows, gathering children, laughing. That's how it should be. And I have hope in beautiful places. Take a good look at me. Faith, hope, and love. Faith, hope, and love.
Still analyzing data, Astro falls asleep again at the window.
Computers, camera 3 still out of action.
12 hours until launch. Camera 3 in need of repair, spacewalk action. 13 on last available itinerary.
Initiate spacewalk procedure.
The set now changes as Astro heads towards the section of the ship that contains the airlock and the spacesuits.
I am sensing unusual breathing
You're
patterns.
damn right you are.
Again with projection mapping, Astro now opens the door and goes into the airlock and puts on the necessary spacesuit.
This is where logic goes out of the window. In this case, I literally mean what I say. follow Mark's training. It's all hypothetical, every scenario planned for the day. Just one small step for mankind, and for me, a leap of faith. Yes, you've got to have faith. Let me pressure my suit, complete the checklist, sync computer feed, tempering lead. This is for real. If it all goes to plan, I'm just shitting bricks, terrified spaceman. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. 1, 2, 3, I'm a rocket.
Center final airlock and stand by for code activation.
Entering code.
Code accepted. Closing door.
Here we go.
I wish every human could see what I see. The world in perspective, just staring at me. Beautiful ice caps and deep blue sea as the clouds coat the earth with a wondrous majesty. Billions of years silently turning. Millions of years as the mountains grow tall. Trees in the forests, fish in the sea. Then one day we arrive so incredibly small. If you take a cake, cut the smallest of slices, divide by 1,000, divide it once more. Place what you have on the microscope lens, see how long we have been on the earth for. Nothing more. It's awesome. Fuck, spooking myself. Too much nitrogen in the mix. You remember this from training? You're all alone in a big old house, but you're not alone. There's the boogeyman. Camera fixed. For every device, iPads, cameras, yet no one's managed to gather any evidence of UFOs, ghosts. Why? Because they don't exist. You really think a life form with superior intelligence is gonna punch a hole from another dimension, achieve it just to go boo?
On screen.
Someone's knocking on the door. Someone's ringing your bell. This is Shuttle Odysseus with estimated ETA of 12. Please make sure that you have all your belongings with you when boarding the aircraft. And if you're a vegetarian, can you please make sure that you make yourself known to the flight crew?
Anyone? Allergy as far as I'm aware.
No, okay, seriously. There's a textbook takeoff 4 hours ago. On our way to you.
Look, it doesn't make any difference. Everything's been working 100%. I've got data to analyse before it gets turned over to, what, the military? I mean, do I get to say any of this?
Look, I know this is something close to your heart, but you just can't take any chances.
I've never heard that before.
Okay, look, before you level me again, these aren't my words. But the powers that be want you to put all the samples in the Jetson container. And program the entry coordinates for return using the prearranged storage system.
Well, it's only a matter of time before I saw that one coming. What do you think I am, nuts? Joint pickup, you don't get one without the other. Animal, vegetable, and mineral.
Understood. At least send the relevant data ship to ship. Cover your ass, okay?
Okay. Giving channels over to Odysseus. Right, my little plan friends.
He carries on his work trying to gather all of the evidence.
I was never very good at parties. Sandra said that hell is other people. Never one for business deals, all networking and confident. I just wanted to flee. So space is probably the best place for me. I love some of them, just use me. Friends
friends told me to go, I didn't listen. Wasn't their place to say, I didn't listen anyway. I had my own view. And who says that I ever listened to you? We're instinctively good, we know what's right from wrong. So let's suffer the world just from getting along. We all want a promotion, a lottery win. The dreams and ambitions you casually win. Some get what they want, they're just lucky, I guess. I achieve my ambitions, I have to confess. As another day dawns on another good deed. And for some that's enough, as they quietly wait, just expecting a life that came on a plate. You can take it or leave it, just follow your heart. Always trust your own instincts, a good place to start. If the road that you're on takes a bend and you swerve, when life sometimes throws you a gigantic curve, ridiculous to think we have any control. You're the first to admit when you score an own goal. There goes your life that you wanted to lead, but no one pointed a finger or questioned your motives, or said you were wrong, or sowed a bad seed. It's an interesting point. As I've traveled this far, I can still take the time to dispute where we are. And in thousands of years, we've learned nothing at all, as the Grim Reaper waits at our beck and our call. So we've learned what exactly we say we've evolved. From the primitive caveman, now Einstein's been solved. So do what? Something meaningful, care for the sick. Have no answers, just questions. You better believe that we need to do something, and do something quick.
All the lights go out, again silence, strobes, then blackness and silence.
Incoming. Event level 1, multiple targets on approach. Brace for impact. Initializing protective shields on all available fuel and life support systems. Rerouting all Section C and sub-external electrical outlets to zones 3 and 4. Impact in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact altering orbital elliptical trajectory. Craft exiting Earth's stratosphere. Life supports holding. Speed increasing. Various impact points creating a regular forward motion. Unable to calculate acceleration event with no fixed point. Initiating possible firing sequences of thrusters to maintain last point of thrusters deactivated. Impact destroyed pressure valves and fuel tank. Craft in free fall. Speed increasing. Miles per hour 32.341.40.
Rescue impossible, what would they do? Now President Trump will get photos of me on the White House lawn. Photo opportunity. Selfie. What did he say? Yes, hopefully. The earth seems a small land, delicate balancing. Turning in circles, you can't hear a sound. Like a little glass paperweight, beautifully carved and injected with fluid that's turning around. This extraordinary nothing has smashed into pieces. Debris from galaxies far, far away. Colliding with asteroids, meteorites, comets, and flares from the sun, finally meet us one day. What can I say? Looks like another incredible day.
All the instrumentation is off, and we see frost appearing on the inside of the ship. Astro gets colder and colder. Death.
scattered. So I say yes to reincarnation, proudly reborn as a particle on the way, directly through sea. Sounds good to me. At the pearly gates, you'll meet St. Peter. Adder and border, so transcendental. Did Jesus rise from his earthly tomb? Now we all stand here in the same room. The Jews took God, then Cain and Abel. Let's all break bread around the table. Religions change, countries destable. Sounds good to me. Let's wait and see. You spend your life trying to make a difference, to leave some proof of your existence. And when you're gone, what will that be? Let's wait and see. Sounds good to me. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Let's wait and see. Sounds good to me. Let's wait and see. Sounds good to me. Just what the world needs, that agnostic in space. Written things down, have I stated my case? Have my views even changed? Have the laws of the universe put me in my place? I have faith we can change. Is my faith even rational? You can pray, but is anyone listening? I have faith we can change. Are mistakes so predictable? Have we traveled so far to change anything? Get on the computer, look for celebrities, eager to gaze at their incoming Twitter. Too busy to look after children ourselves, so we feed processed food to the kids and the city. It's enough. That's enough. I'm done. Computer, not much life in you there. Not even plugged in. Unless you have a soul. Brain scan 27. 40th birthday. Play.
The screen comes alive with some of the visuals from the brain scans that the man accessed when he was tested. This one celebrating Astro's 40th birthday at his parents' house.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tom. Happy birthday.
All right. Come on. No, very good at this sort of thing.
You normally am out of such few words.
Probably for the best.
I am filming this for prosperity, so you better make it good.
God, make it short.
I'm sensing tension, Obi-Wan.
To family and friends we really don't see enough of.
Probably for the best.
You've done that one already.
Ow, strike two.
Boys, hectic lives. Too busy planning your next year.
Too busy hearing about it.
And how do you put up with it? It's a gift.
I thought I was the one making the speech. To whatever's out there in the universe, bring it on.
Well, I'm not exactly Neil Armstrong, but...
Talking of gifts, where's the present we got? I'm
Joyce.
sure I left it in the kitchen.
Joyce.
I hope he likes it. It took us ages to
Joyce, we
find.
did the presents already.
You did?
We got him a new old Walkman.
A Walkman? And you still get the cassette?
You watch too many old sci-fi movies.
Old school! We still got the old tapes in the attic.
Like father, like son.
Yeah, rock and roll and zero gravity, still the best sound.
To Major Tom!
Major Tom!
I knew we would regret that.
It's perfect.
Happy birthday to me. You'd all like to see me go out with a bang, but I'm drifting through space. Not that advanced yet, there's no way of rescue, nowhere to land. If you were watching, quietly waiting, I could use your help now. I'm talking in circles. If you should find this, whoever you are, I hope you're enjoying the story so far. And all of the songs that I managed to write help you realize we did many things right. So I'll say my goodbyes as I'm drifting through space. Second star to the right. It's a wonderful place.
Incoming.
What?
Incoming.
That's not possible. You're not even turned on. Oh, Jesus!
Where'd you go? We've been waiting for you. We had a few technical problems with the discs, but it's all okay now. You all right? You look a bit pale. No, it's okay. I just thought I lost you. Okay. Always got to be the joker. Look, I'm reliably informed. You'll be with us soon, and it's only overwhelming at first. Everything's been explained to me. We can't let all this stuff in the wrong hands, can we? Look at it this way. You save the human race from itself. Now, I'm sure they'll find another way eventually. Just not ready for this yet. All those conversations about what would happen when we fucked around and things too much. How would anyone intervene? Just think of it like a homing pigeon. A trigger that says, this is where we are now. We reach the tipping point. Someone's knocking on the door. Goes to manuals. Please make sure you have your boarding pass with you and all hand luggage is stored safely in your bed lockers. See you on the other side. Enjoy the ride.
All systems on automatic. Station altering trajectory. Prepare for acceleration in 10, 9, 8.
The pink light gets
7,
brighter and brighter, slowly
6,
turning into a blinding white light that fills the
5,
stage.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Blackout. The light slowly rises. The stage is completely empty. The end.